Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a challenge. He did a lot of great things here. We know what he likes to do. But we gotta be ready for anything. He can throw anything at us, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a challenge.
Do you think about the fact that like he's seen you guys for 2 years, he might know some of the tendencies you guys have?
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, we still run some of the same plays, some of the base plays, but it's like I said, it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be fun, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Brandon, you guys haven't had a game this year where it's looked like maybe you slept walk early or some of the struggles you see from teams around the country. I think people look at this game, it was a matchup game. I know Coach Day is still calling it that.
Yeah, for sure.
Why has it been so consistent every year within this program?
Our preparation. I think our preparation has been on an elite level. We got to continue to do that. I mean, from the film watching to the taking notes and meetings and practice, we've done a great job so far. We just got to keep doing that.
Do you feel that this week?
Yeah, definitely. It's been great so far. We just got to keep doing that.
This has been such a big game for you guys playing Penn State. Is it weird to think that next year Ohio State and Penn State are not going to play?
Oh, I didn't even know that. Damn, you not?
Nope.
Damn, we would have been going back to Penn State too. Damn, I would have liked that. I would have liked that. Damn, yeah, that's weird for sure. That's definitely weird.
Obviously for you, you kind of had one of your first big moments as a Buckeye last year at Penn State. Kind of when you think back of that game, like how big was that moment for you?
Yeah, it was huge. That ended up being the was it the game winning touchdown or something like that. It was something like that. That ended up being one of the key touchdowns we needed in the game to win, and it was a great moment, and it was a good feeling to have.
You guys have been around, Julian since he got here. He's starting to become more popular. He's being talked about in the Heisman race and things like that. How have you seen him kind of handle everything that's come with it?
I mean, he's been the same, honestly. Julian's Julian. He come in here. He work every day. His head don't get too big. He's very humble, and he definitely gonna win that. He's definitely gonna win that bit though, for sure.
Is there something people don't know about Julian that they should know?
Something people don't know about Julian. Honestly, I don't know. Everybody know he's cool. He's that what is that called? Maroon 5. Yeah, he's definitely that.
Why do you say he's definitely going to win it?
Oh, because man, they'll see the rest of the year. They say all these other quarterbacks up there with him, but he different. He the best, and they'll see.
Obviously, all you guys care about is winning.
Yeah.
What would it mean to an offense and a group of receivers to help your quarterback get an award like that?
I mean, it'll be everything, honestly. We just got to catch the ball for him. Anytime he throw it, I mean, honestly, he don't make our job hard. He puts it in the same spot every time, right there in our face. And as long as we just keep making the play for him, he going to win it.
How well do you think this it's an entire offense, but particularly the passing game? How do you think the passing game is functioning right now? We know you guys are completing 80% of the goals.
Yeah, it's doing really good. I think that's just a testament to our preparation, the offseason as well, getting with him and doing different things. But you just got to keep doing that and keep being on track every game.
In what ways do you think Julian is the best quarterback?
Accuracy, his awareness. He's very smart. He can throw any ball on the field. His command is way better than what it was. Like, I think the way he's different is he can do things other quarterbacks around the country can't. I say, like, I don't know. I've watched games, but I haven't seen other quarterbacks manage a pocket like he has, stand in there and take a shot and throw a dot over the middle. Like, I haven't seen quarterbacks do that. And who else is throwing 80% of the country? That's my opinion.
Did you notice that when he first got here last year?
The thing I noticed about him was his accuracy. Like, it was always there. Like, it was always on point. Like, we didn't have to do much to catch the ball. But that was I don't think I've noticed it until he became the starter for real. Like, when I really sat there and watched him. But now that I noticed it every day in practice.
You mentioned that command getting better. How different is he now in terms of his command from week one to where he is right now?
It's crazy. Like, even today, telling guys, like, let's go. Like, you see him being more vocal. I think it's because he's more comfortable now. Of course, first year starter, but he's definitely more comfortable, and it's great to see.
You're so close with Carnell. What's it been like just to see him have the year he's having right now?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really good. I'm just hoping to see him go first round. That's really it.
Quincy maybe had his best game of the year
Yeah.
two Saturdays ago. What have you seen from his development this season?
It's been really good. As long as he keep doing the things he needs to do on and off the field, he's gonna be good. He's in a great situation. He's just got to keep on the details, keep doing the little things right, and he's gonna be in a good situation.
And in that game, you went down pretty early, but then you popped right back up, came back in more drive later. What happened there? Can you kind of take me through what happened?
Yeah, my foot just got rolled up on the play, and then I felt a little something, so I went back, checked it out. It was all good, and then I got back in the game.
Did you see Carnell's touchdown, the first one?
I was telling him to hurry up because I wanted to go back, but I don't know. It was like a timeout or something, and I'm like, bro, they try to take my shoe off, all this, all that. So I'm peeking through the little the blue tent. I'm like, oh shit, Carnell just he just caught that bill for 2 people. I'm like, damn. He was like, one of our trainers was like, who was it? I was like, that was Carnell over 2 people. I'm like, come on, we gotta go. I had to go give him some love and stuff like that.
Did you teach him the art of moving into the slot?
I mean, he could play whatever. I knew he was gonna make the play. He could be X, H, Z, tailback, shoot, whatever. I knew he was gonna make the play.
Still in your route.
2 more questions.
Are you, I guess, evaluate how you play over the last several weeks?
Yeah, it's been good. I know there's definitely things I can do better. I always want to do better in everything. Honestly, I got to critique every little thing in my game. I'm a big, harsh critic on myself. So I went back and watched the film over the bye week to critique everything, and then hoping to put what I learned on the field.
Are you maybe having the impact you thought?
I mean, there's always ways you can get more impactful to the game. You know, there's always ways you can do more. And then, as a receiver, we always want to do more. No matter what our stats are during the game, we always want to do more. So, yeah.
You talked earlier about needing to improve your punt returning in terms of fielding the balls. How comfortable do you feel like you are now 2 months into the season in punt return?
Yeah, I'm definitely more comfortable now. You know, did it last year, did it this year. Sometimes there could be a little bit of wind or a weird kick that you don't feel comfortable with. You just get the ball back is the main thing that Coach Day tells us, get the ball back. But we got to field every kick as well. So I'm definitely more comfortable with it.
All right, Brandon, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Good.
Caleb, what's the biggest difference between the way Matt Patricia teaches a defense and the way Jim Knowles teaches a defense?
They're great in their own way, each of them. And that's the big thing. You got to be yourself in whatever you do. And I respect both of them for how they operate and how they act. Coach P's defense is different. He teaches his own way. Coach Knowles' defense is different. Teaches his own way. So
Is it weird to have Jim Knowles on the opposite sideline this week?
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I feel like it's another challenge for us. I mean, that's how we're looking at it. I mean, he left last year and wish him the best, but not this week. So.
I know that like some of our players have said before the year, like he was kind of talking about like what you guys do well. Do you think about that in terms of like he might be kind of telling their offense different things you guys do on defense?
We're both doing the same thing. So we're telling him what we know about Coach Knowles. He's telling whoever they got over there what he knows about us. So, and that's how it is.
Yeah, like comprehension quicker on Coach Patricia because even when Knowles came in, he said this is a 2-3 year process. I have a very complicated defense.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say it took as long for sure. Coach P's a really good teacher, and he teaches things very simply, and we play very simple ball. At the end of the day, defense is defense, and he teaches it at the highest level. So, yeah.
What stands out on tape about Penn State?
The running backs run really hard. They have 2 really good running backs, 2-headed snake. While they do a lot of different shifts and motions that get people out of sorts, they get to their same plays, though, and they run them well.
What's the key when a team is offering that sort of window dressing be it play design football?
As Coach Day would say, at some point they got to snap the ball. So, I mean, just get lined up, get ready to play. Whenever they snap the ball, go play.
Caleb, you're a guy who likes to study everything there is about the team's offense, especially the quarterback. You don't have a lot of tape on. What's the challenge? What have you seen?
He's athletic. He can move. He can get out of certain situations. He did that in the last game that he played. Yeah, there's not a lot of tape on him, but I mean, we'll have to see in the game. At the end of the day, he's got to look somewhere. Got to throw the ball somewhere.
Does it feel like you're getting ready for a game like this? You're getting ready for a true heavyweight match. What does it feel like? I don't know if you ever boxed or not. I mean, that analogy. But does it feel like different than getting ready for Wisconsin? From the standpoint of their roster, their talent, etc.
Yeah, they have talent like everybody else, and they have like in the beginning of the season they had probably one of the highest ranked teams and everything like that. But yeah, I mean we got to do the same things to prepare every week, so I can't say that we changed any type of preparation like that. But yeah, there's a fire in that we're playing Penn State, but no different than any other week.
Yeah, when you're getting ready for a team that looks like it could be desperate to get a result, obviously, how does that change the mindset?
I would say Wisconsin's desperate too. Like that's not like a huge thing. You got to go in every game knowing that the other team, they want what you have. So we're just focused on doing our job, and if we have all 11 do our job every play, can't really say that the team's gonna have much to do.
You mentioned the preparation staying the same each week. You guys haven't had a game where you let down you see across the country. Why are you able to maintain that week in and week out? At this point in the season, it starts to become routine.
I would just say we were talking earlier with Coach Day. He was just talking about the not anxiety, but urgency. Like there's always something in you, like somebody wants what I have, and you have to go at it every day with that. And I feel like if you go at it every day with that, you don't take anything for granted. You come out every day hungry, and it puts you in position on Saturday to go play confident.
Caleb, going off what you were saying just about treating every game the same, I was listening to the podcast you had with Julian on, and you guys talked a bit about not looking ahead to the Michigan game, but also not treating it like something more than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Amongst players, whether it be this offseason, now as you guys get ready for the home stretch here, have you noticed a different approach of just how you guys talk about that game or not talk about it, I guess?
I mean, we play Penn State, so that's what it is. We play Penn State. So,
This has been such a big game for you guys, Penn State. Is it weird knowing that next year Ohio State and Penn State are not going to play each other?
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Since I've been a kid, I always remember that being a game. So, but I guess that's the changes in college football right now. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Caleb, what stands out about Fahim and what you've seen from him in his freshman season?
He's learned a lot. He's grown up since he got here in the spring. He's still growing as a player. He's done a lot of things well, though. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of physical attributes that make him a good player. And he's going to continue to learn and do what he needs to do. And, yeah.
Yeah, well, I described this defense to Ryan Day yesterday. I described it seems like it has a really high IQ, meaning intelligent quotient, along with everything else. Have you noticed that too about your group and y'all's ability to make changes almost on the fly? And that takes a little bit of an intelligent level too, right?
I think it's the way we've been trained. Coach P, Coach Walt, Coach G, Laurinaitis, Coach J. They do a good job making sure that we're not just seeing our single position, but we're trying to see the full field, see the tells that we can have. And if you see all the tells that you can see on the field, you're going to be able to play fast and adjust when the time comes. And then Coach P and everybody does a great job of on-field adjustments, whether that's in the game or in the locker room when we get back at halftime.
What's impressed you most about Julian, the way he's quarterbacking this team?
Very poised. He's been himself, hasn't changed since anybody's known him. He's acted the same way since I met him, cool, calm, and collected. So J. Cool's been J. Cool.
On your podcast,
Last question.
he compared himself to Joe Burrow. Do you feel like this is an accurate comparison, or do you kind of feel like he's his own quarterback archetype?
I mean, I think Julian's his own quarterback. I would say Joe probably has a little more juice in the run game, if you would say. He probably run a little bit more, but I mean, I respect that he's playing at an elite level himself, and Julian's his own person.
All right, Caleb, thank you.
Yeah, well, he's everybody has their own story. He has his own story, and I think it had its ups and downs along the way. But he's somebody that always has been an excellent football player. He's had a great feel for the game. He's got an excellent motor. He's made a lot of plays on special teams, and he's just relentless in his pursuits of the ball. And it was one of those years where he knew how much the team needed him, and so for the first half of the season he's shown what he can do, and now he's somebody we're counting on during this run.
Spencer, Brian, how is Lorenzo within practice the last couple weeks? Do you guys expect to have him back in full this week?
Yep, expected him to play in the game. He's had a good week of practice, so just getting off the field today, but everything looks good, so excited to have him back.
Right behind him, Austin. Have you seen Edric come to the other side of whatever it is he was dealing with early in the year? It felt like he was in good spirits after Wisconsin. He made one play. Is this, whatever it was, are you seeing signs that he's on the right track now?
Well, I think what you're mentioning is the consistency. I think we've all seen him flash, and we've talked about this before of just every day, going to work and realizing that it's a long season, and you got to bring it every day, and you don't just flash in this game. And especially when he was a defensive end, you go from defensive end to defensive tackle. many people wouldn't recognize that as a big change, but it is. I mean, you're in there eating up blocks on a daily basis, and you can see how disruptive he can be when he's at his best. And so being consistent in all phases, what he's really working on. But he's a wonderful young man who, his smile lights up a room. And so, we just need him to continually grow and challenge himself and realize that, it's a game that, is difficult. What he's trying to do and what we're trying to do is just not normal. And you got to push yourself every day, and being uncomfortable is the only way to grow. But the talent's there, and he's an example of somebody like maybe Caden when he was at that age. He was going through those growing pains, and but he is getting better. It was good to see him play well. Graded out against Wisconsin, so that was a step in the right direction. So he's got momentum. So here we go. We need him to really step up for us here down the stretch again.
Go over here to Doug.
Ryan, you're obviously always going to do what's best for the team, but whenever you're considering changing your playing time, or maybe even just starting out with a guy, what are those discussions like with the position coach, and how difficult of a decision can that be?
Yeah, well, like you said, we got to do what's best for the team, and we go off of what we see, and that's why we grade, and we try to make it that way, as black and white as possible. But it becomes sort of a body of work over time where you make these decisions, and I don't think that. I think in particular you're probably talking at right guard here, and we're still working through that. We'll get off the field and see how it went today, but I don't think it'll be a wholesale change. And then. Because part of it is what you see in practice, and now at that position it's going to be what do we see in a game, and how those guys do and perform in a game. That's really how it goes. It's the ultimate evaluator on Saturday. So their preparation leads them, and then their test is on Saturday, and we give them a grade. And it's not always that easy, but it is that simple.
Go over here to Andy.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the Penn State running game, and Taysom Allen's been a pretty productive back for 4 seasons now. What do you see out of that? What do you see?
Yeah. I think he's running as good as anybody in the country, and Singleton's a really good back as well, and both are breaking a lot of tackles, and so we got to do a good job of getting to the ball. We got to swarm tackle. We got to get them down on the ground. We got to be violent, and we get to the ball, and we know that we got to like any good defense. We're built inside out. We got to stop the run first. We know that they're going to come in here and run the ball. I mean. Heard the coach say that they got to come in here and run the ball. So it's a challenge to our defense, challenge to our defensive line, challenge to our linebackers, challenge to our entire defense. To make sure that that doesn't happen. But they're a very good team, and our guys know that they know what they're up against, and so guys have been locked in this week and know what the challenge is. So now it's about who puts it on the field, and then the other part of it is on offense we got to run the ball. We got to make sure we're moving the line of scrimmage, and backs are getting downhill, breaking tackles, and everybody's involved in that.
Two more. Go here to Bill Minowitz.
Julian's progress has been probably good as you could imagine. What's the next step?
Like we've only played half the season here, so we got a lot of football ahead of us. Just continually, first things first, take care of the football. Get us into the right plays. Command the line of scrimmage, play well on third down, play well in the red zone, make routine plays routinely. We have our chance to take shots, we got to hit them, those types of things. And but I mean, you're seeing it, and I think I've heard people say, well, waiting to see the entire playbook, and we're trying to, hey, listen, every play, we're trying to score touchdowns. We're not just running the ball and hoping to get 3 and 4 yards. I mean, we have opportunities. We can break some of these runs, and we can break tackles when we throw the football and those types of things. Feel free to do that. It's about efficiency, and I think that's something in the end that's going to be the difference maker is our fundamentals. Tackling, blocking, taking care of the football, executing the plays, making guys miss, all those things. And so we certainly are going to have different things that we can do to attack teams, and we'll continually work on that. But at the end of the day, we're really driving efficiency right now, and we're challenging our guys. But it's the same thing for Julian, and he has to continue to do that. But the number one thing is win. That's the other thing. When we first started this thing, week 1 against Texas, it was just win the game, and then it was just win the first road game, and we have to make sure we're focused on that as well. Every week we have to win the game. That being said, we know we have to prepare ourselves for games like this is a matchup game, and we know what type of team Penn State is. We know we haven't had the season that they expected to have, but we know the challenge, and these are the games where we all got to play well, and our great players got to play well, and certainly the quarterback does.
Last question, that's in there.
Ryan, running back wise, like you talked about, that would be the next step y'all take, like offensively. Like you just mentioned to Andy, have you seen any more clarification in that realm the first couple of days this week? I mean, the two freshmen coming on.
Yeah.
I know you're not reluctant to play them and stuff, but just what's your take on that? A couple of days before the game.
I think they're all working at it. I think they are. I think that they have good attitudes. I think Locke is driving them. They're driving them as well, and I think that they're learning and they're growing. I think for the most part they're a young group that haven't played a lot of football yet. So, but they got a good look in their eye, and they come to work every day, and they're practicing hard, and they make mistakes, but then they flash, and so they just haven't played a whole bunch of football before. CJ's played the most, so we're just trying to get them as many reps as we can, and we practice hard, because we're trying to simulate what that's like in the game, and they all have really high ceilings, I think, and bright futures, but they're just working at it, and we'll keep pushing through and try to figure out who gives us the best chance to win the game, and then looking at it from a wider lens of where we think it's going to go as the season goes on. But we feel confident in all the guys in the game.
Is it tough to lean on freshmen though? I mean, you have to be overly convinced, through your career and stuff. Has it been tough to kind of go that route finally?
Well, I think we've seen it. The season's long, and high school players aren't used to this long of a season, so to expect them to carry the load for the entire season is probably a big ask. Not that they can't do it, but when we have the opportunity to spread it around and to build as we go, that's probably what we have to do. But the more they can handle it, the more we're going to put it on them. And here we are now. Now we're in the second half of the season, so it's time to go.
All right, Coach, thank you.
How we do?
You like to look in the eye like the guys around you, stuff coming off another off week and stuff. What do you sense about them and their eagerness to get going on basically the stretch run of the season?
Yeah, I think we're super focused. I think Coach Day is instilling the right mindset in us. We know this is really where the season starts. Honestly, anything that happened before this doesn't really matter. You got to play your best ball in November and moving on. And we got a really good team in Penn State coming in the shoe. They're talented. I know they lost some games, but they're a talented team. And they're really good.
Yeah, you can see that on video.
Yeah.
Did it take any convincing to you to know that this is Coolon's team with the like talent to a certain extent?
No, it didn't take any convincing to me. I know sometimes in college, you can have some bad games. Things go the wrong way, and things happen. But I know they're going to come ready to play. They got some really good players on that side of the ball, some really good coaches, and I know they're going to be ready to play when they come here Saturday.
What stands out about Penn State running game?
I think their offensive linemen, they're very violent. They go hard. They put guys on their backs. They're chasing people downfield, trying to find someone to hit. And their running backs, they run hard, run physical. Especially when they get downfield. Once they get rolling 5-10 yards, they're rolling. They run the ball really hard.
Natron Allen in particular got a chance to face him last year, linebacker. He looks like he's one of the quarterbacks. What stands out about his game and how productive he's been?
Yeah, I would say just about both of them. They're both big, strong, and fast, and they can do anything out there. They can catch the ball at the backfield. They can run downhill. They can get going on the edge, so they can do everything. They're good backs.
Any thoughts on the defense about wanting to send a message to Penn State defensive coordinator?
No, we're just focused on us. Just do what we do and go out there and find a way to win.
Is it weird though that he's on the other side now?
Not really. It's a business. People go different places. People elevate to different jobs, and it just is what it is. No hard feelings.
Yesterday, you guys were bringing in Coach Patricia and through the hiring process. Came to talk to you, Caleb, about that kind of thing, and what kind of questions did he ask you? What did he tell you?
I don't really remember. I remember him talking to us about him. Talking about his background a little bit, and
Trying to get your opinion about
yeah, a little bit. Me and Caleb were both all for it. We knew he was a great coach. We knew he had great success in the past, and obviously it's been the right decision.
One of the things he said was that you and Caleb and some of the other guys, IGB, Caden, have played a lot of guys that he feels like are making other players better. What do you think about that? You try to do that?
Yeah, I think as a defense, all 11, we feed off of each other in different ways, whether it be energy, whether it be like one guy he's better at this. And, I think it starts with Coach Patricia. He instills the right mindset in the defense, in the way we play and the way he teaches the game. And, it shows up on the field on Saturdays.
What do you think has allowed Arbel to go from somebody who was a year ago a backup to not only be a starter but make such an impact and do so many different things?
Yeah, I mean, I think the talent's always been there. I think he's got his chance to finally get on the field and have his role and play as many snaps as he is. And yeah, I think he's just confident. Like I said, the talent's always been there, and I think he's really grown mentally. He's a smart football player, and he's having a great year. I'm super excited for him.
People mentioned his gift as an athlete, but to sort of handle all the different assignments, to line up in all the different spots, how difficult is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way Coach Patricia teaches it, it's not super hard. I don't think anything in the defense we do feels difficult or we're confused. It seems simple to us, but hard for the offense. And yeah, he's super talented, but like I said, he's grown so much mentally, and I think that's been the big difference because the talent's always been there. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think you see what the offense does, and then you kind of know what you're going to get to a certain extent, but you also got to know it's a young quarterback coming in. But I mean, he's a good player. He's a good athlete. I mean, when he's in there, he's making some good throws. So I mean, it's going to be a tough matchup. The absolute best version of themselves. They were just in the game with a top 10 team in Oregon a few weeks ago. It's a good football team over there, despite the games they lost. We know they're going to come in here and give us their best shot. So we're looking forward to it.
Two more questions.
Man, I don't even know. Maybe versus Texas. I felt we really dominated that game, and we knew what we were capable of, and I think we're just getting better each and every week.
When the offense went from power to Buckeye, did you see any changes from how they operated, their differences between those quarterbacks?
I think you still get some similar looks, but I mean, when you got a young quarterback in there, you want to rely on your older players. Obviously, you got two veteran backs, you got a good tight end, you got some good receivers around them. So kind of try and make the game easier for him. But like I said, he's a good player, so they're able to still run their offense.
All right, Sonny, thank you.
Thank you, Sonny.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Sonny. Kelly answers. Two questions.
What would you say, how much have you guys worked on the run game being off last week against Texas? Where do you think it is? Are you satisfied with it? What do you think has to change?
That was the number one priority for us. I feel like we declined since in the Wisconsin game, and past 2 weeks that's really been an emphasis for us. And the Wisconsin, it wasn't right up front. Coach Bowen's this is not us. This was our worst game up front. But then he's just been pushing us, and every day we've been pushing on the field. Yeah, we're all confident. Every day we build confidence, so we're ready for Saturday.
You said Coach Bowen said you guys basically it wasn't you. What did you identify as maybe what went wrong? What were those things that made it not up to you?
Yeah, so all of us we had that some of us had that one block. We were one block away from hitting a big run, and then coming on the sidelines. You just look at it and we're like, come on, we got to be better than this. Yeah, there's some other words in there, but can't really share.
Austin, what is it like to be in the midst of a season like this where you guys are the number one team in the country, undefeated, by acclamation number one team? What do y'all keep telling yourselves about what's coming?
Yeah, we gotta get better each day. Every week, everyone's improving, so we gotta upgrade each week. That's Coach Dave been preaching to us every week. We gotta upgrade.
Yeah, and there's no secret. There's at least a competition going on at right guard and stuff. Does that upset anything as you guys get ready for a game like this, or does the competition? How would you describe what's going on there from the standpoint of Josh and Integra? How it maybe enhances you guys?
So everyone got to be on the point. Everyone got to know what they're doing. We got to be confident, and they got to prepare like you're going out there. So no matter who's going out there, we got to be confident up front, and we're going to play the best five guys so we have.
Ryan talked about Josh the other day and kind of elevating himself as that sixth lineman. What have you seen about Josh, and where is he kind of elevated that you've seen him? Wow, this guy.
He's definitely improving each week. He's getting better. He's been sliding out more at guard, and so he's just getting more reps and reps. You can see him improving a lot, and he's just going to keep on improving as the season goes on.
You guys have a new offensive line coach, obviously, this year, and Coach Bowen. How are things different, if at all, from last year with Coach Fry
schematically? Scheme-wise, is the same. They both bring a mindset to the run game. It's just they have the only two difference I would say is like the coaching styles between them two.
Expound on that.
Coach Fry will get in your you get in your ass, but Coach Bowen he will, but he's more like he's going to coach you and he's going to make sure like it doesn't happen again. But both of them are really good coaches. I love them both.
Going off what Dave just asked, in your time playing football, Austin, how unique has it been for you this year to not just have Coach Bowen, but to have Charlie Dickey and to have Marcus Johnson?
I mean, yeah, it's awesome. You have 4 sets of eyes on each play, and after each play, you can go back. Hey, what I got to do to fix this for the next play? And like last year, no offense to Coach Fry, but like just having those extra set of eyes is very helpful this year, and it's just you got to be appreciated for that.
What's it like picking the brains of Charlie, who's been around, was a replacement player with the Steelers back in '87, and then Marcus, who's also not too far removed from his playing days?
I mean, yeah, you can ask any question, each one of them are going to spit it right back at. Coach Dickey's our scheme guy, he's going to get the scout defense right, and Coach Johnson's going to push you and push you and push you.
What stands out about Penn State's defensive end when you look at them?
I mean, yeah, they're 2 solid guys. They're definitely going to be playing on Sundays in the future, and we just got to be prepared and just study those guys.
How much can last year and going up against Knowles in your career, how much can that kind of help you inform maybe what you're going to see look-wise on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely we can see the same scheme-wise when they probably to personnel, but it's definitely new players, so it's not like you're going against Tyleek and Ty and Jack and JT, so it's new, but it's going to be like similar kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Personnel is obviously different, but if you watch film and kind of recognize some looks and some things that they do from
Yeah. Yep.
I know you guys are trying to put the national championship behind you, so to speak. It was a great thing. But, that being said, how much confidence does that give you moving forward, knowing what you guys did last year?
Yeah, it gives us a lot of confidence, and each day we know what it takes, and we got to be at that standard. So just pushing everyone from the top guys to the leaders to all the way down to the young guys.
Is it hard
Last
at all
question.
knowing that Jim likes to change things up when he can, and then he's had an extra week? Do you guys just have to practice for what you see on film?
No, we got to practice for everything. We know Jim knows what he likes to do, and so we've been practicing everything, so we're ready for each scenario.
All right, Austin. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.